by the continuation of chapter Chemical Reaction and Equation. Question number we are discussing with the 15. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following reaction. A. Calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide gives calcium carbonate plus water. This is written in word, and you have to keep in mind whenever it is written in word for the balancing chemical reaction, we have to first step to write in formula of the respective compound. Like a calcium hydroxide CaOH whole 2 we discussed already in chapter, plus carbon dioxide CO2, it gives calcium carbonate CaCO3 plus compounds water, right, H2O. This compound we are collecting from the sample after the reaction, right? So you have to just balance the chemical equation. It's already number of atoms on the left hand side and right hand side are equal, so there is no more necessary to balance the chemical equation, correct? Question portion B, zinc react with silver nitrate. So you write zinc react with silver nitrate AgNO3. All thing is written in word, right? So you may write like this, and then ZnNO3, it form zinc nitrate plus silver. Plus silver means just you write the Ag, right? This is our compound after the reaction. Clear? Question number C. There is balance is required somewhere. You will just find this is NO3 2 atom. So you can write like this 2 factor. 2 silver in left hand side. So must be managed by, for this it is to multiply the factor with silver. Next is aluminium react with copper chloride CuCl2, it form AlCl3, aluminum trichloride or aluminum chloride plus copper, right? So finally go for the balancing the chemical equation. What should I will multiply? See, this side 3 and this side 2. So you multiply a homogeneous number by which both the side it become equal number of chlorine atom. Now it is 2 aluminium, so you may multiply the factor 2, and copper is disbalances because 3 copper on the left hand side, so multiplying the factor 3 copper. Perfectly balanced chemical equation. Now look forward for the question D. Barium chloride, which is BaCl2, react with potassium sulfate. Potassium sulfate is K2SO4 and it form barium sulfate. It's quite clear, BaSO4, which already discussed in chapter. In theoretical portion we had done so many equation, and it formed KCl. Again you go for balancing the equation. See, this side is 2 potassium atom, so multiply the factor 2, and finally it got a balanced chemical equation. Next we are moving with the question number 16. Question number 16 asks us, write the balanced chemical equation for the following and identify type of reaction. We have done so many type of reaction in class. So just you distinguish what is the nature of type of reaction as well as you balance the chemical equation. First is potassium bromide. Potassium bromide is quite clear, KBr. So you write A portion is KBr react with barium iodide BaI2, it provide potassium iodide plus BaBr2, right? Because it's already given in a question, this is mentioned barium bromide is formation of, and what we are watching here, potassium and barium replace each other. It means this is example of double displacement reaction. Before doing discrimination of type of reaction, you will go with the what is the balancing equation. So first you think this is I2, so you multiply the factor 2, and here you will multiply the factor 2 because 2k become, here is also 2k. So this is an answer is its nature or type of reaction is double displacement. displacement reaction. You have to write like this. This is nature double displacement reaction. And next portion for this question B, we are moving. Question is asking for zinc carbonate is on the left hand side in the portion of reactant, it going to be break down in zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. It's quite clear. 1 mole compound dissociating more fragments. It means it is example of decomposition reaction. We don't require, it's already balanced. So you can write decomposition reaction. Be little more practice by which you understand much better or much clarity. So please revise as possible. This is decomposition reaction. Perfect. Question C, portion C, we are moving. Hydrogen react with chlorine, it form hydrogen chloride. H2 react with Cl2, it will form HCl. So what we will do, H2 and Cl2 all are 2. So just we are adding the factor 2. And finally, you know this is simply combination reaction. This is 2 molecules combine each other and form a product. So this is nature of compound or type of reaction is combination reaction. You just write the name of compound reaction what we discussed in chapter. Next is last, magnesium react with hydrogen chloride, it will form MgCl2 plus hydrogen gas, right? So again what we are watching, magnesium and hydrogen replace each other, right? Not replace, this is just what happened, hydrogen is, yeah, perfectly, it is replaced by magnesium, position of hydrogen. It means we may say first the balance equation 2 chlorine on the side of product, so multiplying with the factor 2, and this is called displacement reaction. You can write displacement reaction, right? Perfectly you write like this. This is our portion of displacement reaction. This is displacement reaction, beta. So keep in mind this is the way we have to write all expected answer, and keep in everything whatever we are doing here in proper note copy, and do if you had prepared already your notebook, then no problem, you will just make for the practice at rough paper, okay, and show me when school will reopen. And next is question number 17. We are discussing the question number 17 is what does by the exothermic and endothermic reaction, give an example, right? Again you move with the notes what I was taught. If some is called exothermic reaction, exothermic reaction means reaction which release energy in the form of heat, right? So you can write like chemical reaction that release energy in the form of heat, light, sound are called exothermic reaction. Simply reaction, you have to write the definition first, then you can write the example. Example is sodium react with half of chlorine, it will provide the product NaCl plus amount of energy. This amount of energy signify the nature of reaction is exothermic, plus energy is signify the exothermic nature. Next is endothermic definition. Endothermic reaction that absorb energy or require energy in order to proceed the chemical reaction. So the reaction you can write endothermic reaction, chemical reaction which required energy to proceed the reaction, right? The reaction or the reaction in which it required energy to move forward direction, that is also known as endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. In this reaction, it required energy to initiate. Simply we know for photosynthesis reaction, it required water, carbon dioxide and an amount of energy which comes from sunlight, right? And so we may write the example for carbon dioxide react with water, it will form glucose C6H12O6. Memorize this formula for glucose beta. And supportive with oxygen, this is photosynthesis reaction, glucose. This type of reaction, it can't be proceeded forward direction, it can't be happen without required energy. We have to provide the energy for initiation of this reaction. This type of reaction is called endothermic reaction, right? Memorize this, exothermic and endothermic reaction. Next is we have to discuss next why respiration considered exothermic reaction. Again you have to give the similar explanation you already seen here. Exothermic reaction, it means there is energy is going to be out of, or they will provide energy, release energy. So just you correlate, energy is required to support life. Energy is our body obtained from food. During digestion, large molecules of food are broken down into simpler substance such as glucose, what we seen there, glucose combine with oxygen in the cell and provide energy. The special name of combustion reaction in respiration. So energy is released in whole process, that's why it is exothermic reaction. You will write simply, this is example of combustion reaction, right? So combustion reaction, you know combustion reaction, it means this is going to be react with oxygen. So whatever we are getting from the source of energy, we are consuming too many food, right? That is during digestion, it is molecules is break down into simpler substance, that is called glucose, right? This glucose C6H12O6 combine with oxygen and it provide carbon dioxide, water and amount of energy, right? This amount of energy by which we are saying this is exothermic reaction. So you can write this is exothermic reaction. Why? Because our body consume too many foods. During digestion, large molecules of food are broken down into simpler form such as glucose combine than oxygen and it provide carbon dioxide, water and massive amount of energy. This amount of energy release in whole process, so it is known as exothermic reaction. In exothermic reaction, we very clear amount is going to be released, that is released because we are consuming food and this food give me amount of energy. Thank you. If we are proceeding with the by tomorrow with the question number 19 respected. Thank you.